Today, we will discuss the importance of remaining silent and managing your emotions. Do you lose your cool easily and become agitated over the tiniest things? If so, you must develop emotional self-control. In an environment full of stressful circumstances, it is easy to become caught up in the mayhem. However, you can regain control over your life and make constructive adjustments for the future by being aware of your emotions and learning how to manage them. A technique for maintaining emotional control is demonstrated in this video. Additionally, advise on how to handle such heated situations. Step 1. Recognize the things that make you feel bad. The first step to managing your emotions is figuring out what makes you feel that way. Things that incite anger or sadness are known as emotional triggers. Triggers encompass a wide range of stimuli, including individuals, recollections, locations, particular terms, and even scents. Each individual possesses unique triggers. Being aware of what causes your emotions will help you control them better than exploding in rage. But it will take some self-reflection and introspection. Step 2. Breathe deeply a few times. Take a moment to relax and breathe. Whenever you notice yourself getting too worked up, so that you do not end up doing something you will regret later. One of the best strategies to quickly calm down when you are upset, angry, or frustrated is to breathe. This is particularly helpful if you are experiencing a lot of stress. Breathing deeply for 3 to 4 minutes calms your nervous system, helps you feel more in control of your emotions, and helps you relax. Step 3. Do not suppress your emotions. There is a widespread misperception that if strong emotions are suppressed, they will eventually fade. The crucial aspect of managing your emotions is regulation rather than repression. Emotional regulation involves recognizing and managing intense emotions constructively and beneficially. Take pleasure in engaging in discussions or creating written records about them. Repressing your emotions means ignoring them and acting indifferent. You truly do when you think about it. This may lead to a buildup of negative feelings that ultimately turn into animosity. Step 4. Avoid you but I statements. Feelings may be raging inside of you when you are provoked, but remember that your words can make or break the situation. It is easy to say, "You always do this," or "You never listen," when someone says or does something you do not like, but it usually just makes them angry and defensive. Thus, accept responsibility for your feelings and acknowledge them, rather than placing blame elsewhere for them. Instead of expressing the statement, "You consistently arrive late," for example, you can say, "Your lateness causes me distress as I am genuinely worried about your well-being." This keeps the conversation focused on your feelings, rather than passing judgment on the actions of the other person. Step 5. Do not talk louder than necessary. Anxiety is a symptom of losing your composure. It is normal to want to vent your frustrations and thoughts as loudly as you can when you are angry, but doing so just makes the situation worse. On the other hand, if you speak in a composed and confident manner, your words will carry more weight. If you can provide solid logic and factual evidence to back up your claims, you might even be able to convince someone who disagrees with you. Keeping your cool reduces tension and enhances communication, which makes it simpler to settle disputes. Step 6. Do not make any assumptions. Developing assumptions regarding the intentions or conduct of others without complete certainty can result in highly charged situations. Assumptions pose a risk due to their reliance on insufficient data. When you overreact because you assume something and the other person feels attacked, they might also overreact. Never assume anything the next time someone says or does something you disagree with or do not understand. Before making assumptions about their frequent interactions, instead, get clarification by asking them. This will enable them to better explain themselves, allowing you to fully comprehend their points of view and proceed positively. Step 7. Show compassion. One may become overwhelmed by their emotions when they feel as though they are controlling them, rather than continuing to see the situation from a logical standpoint. This holds particular significance when confronted with a challenging circumstance that involves another individual. However, the capacity for empathy is of the utmost importance if you wish to maintain emotional control when situations become dire. Additionally, this demands that you put yourself in their shoes. and adopt their viewpoint regarding the situation. Despite the difficulty of the situation, it is essential to remember that everyone has problems and concerns. They may potentially be experiencing a difficult day or be confronted with a personal obstacle. An individual's behavior or viewpoints may not always reflect your own, but if you can develop empathy for them, you can respond to them more appropriately. Step 8. Pause briefly. It is wise to stop if, in spite of everything you have tried, you are unable to control your emotions. It is a good strategy to resolve conflicts without going too far. You can take advantage of this to relax. Reflect on your message and your preferred delivery method. Then come back more prepared. This is especially beneficial if you feel offended or defensive by the other person. It can be helpful to diffuse some of the tension by spending a few minutes by yourself before coming back and starting a productive conversation. Recall that you create room for a response when you remain silent. Regardless of whether someone is attempting to elicit a response from you, you always have the choice of how you interpret the information. You are in charge of your feelings and how they influence what you do. This implies that you are ultimately responsible for deciding whether or not an attempt to penetrate your personal space will cause you to feel something. Do you like this video? Share it with your friends so we can make more. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell for more similar videos. Please do not forget to watch our other videos. Thanks for watching.